Angelica Cheyenne, aka the Chocolate Diva. I'm here with
Lijah T, you feel me though?
Papa T.
And Tommy OTD.
And this is the Chocolate Diva Talk Show. Stay tuned. Happy Friday, everybody. It's me, Angelica Cheyenne, aka the Chocolate Diva, back again, once again for this Friday. I'm so happy. I'm rejoined by actually 3 lovely men. I was actually surprised because I was expecting the one and only Elijah Turner, but he brought some pleasant surprises with him. We got Tommy back, and we got Papa Turner in the house. And we're going to be coming to you live and legit with West Coast realness. What's poppin', everybody?
Oh, man.
Big chillin', you feel me?
You look... For sure. Everybody looks Cali chill. It's been a minute since I've seen both of you. What, about a year?
Yeah, it's been a good minute.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I'm going to actually move this monitor so I can see Tommy's face.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey. Good. Last time I saw you had a hat.
Yeah.
He walked in. I had to hit that soldier boy. I'm like, Tommy.
Yeah, I got the hair show this time, you know?
I mean... The waves are working, brother. You doing good.
Thank you.
I have not yet seen you at a hat in person,
Well,
but it's cool.
I got one hairdo.
You rocking that old school Tupac.
Yeah, you feel me? Got the little nose ring, little
Right. And we have his lovely father. I see where he gets his from. You got the dimples too, sir.
A little bit.
Well, I'm glad to have you back. There has been a lot that you have been getting into since the last time we've sat down here, making a lot of moves. I see you representing for Black History Month, which is equally as dope.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta represent. So I want to start off with my Fun Fact Friday. As my listeners know, I love bringing the most quirky side of artists out on this show. And since you are my guest of honor, I'm actually going to give y'all a little treat because since Tommy is his special guest, you're going to be eligible for this question as well.
Okay.
So let's start with you, Lijah Turner. Tell us about an experience that you wish you didn't remember, or about an experience you wish to relive, something you rarely repeat to anybody.
I wish that I could relive.
Yes.
Ooh.
Or redo.
Redo. I will go relive.
Okay, let's keep it
I
positive.
really got regrets right now.
Right. Yeah.
Moment I wish I could relive. Man, that Sir-Mix-Alot show we did in July.
Oh, man.
It was hella hot on
That
stage.
was lit.
We was
That
just
was
sweating
lit.
like a mug.
Do tell.
Like, we was just on stage just having fun. Then at the end of the show, Sir-Mix-Alot, our backstage room was right next to theirs.
Okay.
So we end up just walking in their room and just kicking and winning for the rest of the night. Like, just had a good time. Then he brought us on stage.
Like these Sir-Mix-Alot.
Yeah.
Not okay. I don't see Anaconda. Yeah.
Hey, I think-
No, but it's
we
Baby
got
Got Back.
Yeah, we got free
got
food,
free
free
too.
drinks, all that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they hooked it up for us at the Rose. Shout out to the Rose. you feel
Now,
me?
how was that experience? Because I can only imagine meeting somebody as legendary as Sir-Mix-Alot. Right. So how was that experience for you when you first met him?
When I first met him, he was just like, he's like my pops. He's just like an OG. Like, you feel me? Like, he's real cool. So, like, he was just real humble. Like, he don't act like, oh, well, I got all this money, so I can't talk to these kids. No, he's like, he's real welcoming. And all his friends, his posse, they real cool. Like, I got his hype man's number, Rush.
Okay.
And I keep in contact with him. I send him all my stuff. So I keep in contact with him just to stay in their ear about everything that I'm doing.
I mean, that's a good look to have someone you can trust other than your father and mother, of course, but like someone in the industry who's been down that road, who can give you advice. Now, what about you, Tommy?
For me, it'd probably have to be like, for me to relive something like high school. I didn't get to play my senior year of high school because I injured my knee. I tore my ACL. So for me to redo that, man, I'll go crazy, man.
I mean, that's crucial. And you had an injury similar as well.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Hey, ACL too.
ACL.
I mean,
3 times.
Yeah, he had it the worst, man.
oh my gosh. But it's beautiful to see because some people have different versions of high school and some people are like, I don't want to relive that. But it's kind of cute that you say, you know, I would want to go and do that because that's the most critical time.
Yeah, it was a good time in my life, man. I was young, man, and I was in my prime, and for me to get hurt, man, it was crazy. So I want to redo that, man. I have a lot of stuff I think I could do.
Now, were you planning to go to college on scholarship? Had you not got hurt?
Not really. I was just playing for the love of it. You know? So
That's how we met.
Y'all was on the same team?
Yeah,
college.
Pasadena.
All right. Remind me, what position did you play?
I played quarterback at the time.
Okay.
He was running back.
Okay.
Right.
I know what both those positions are before we even start. But yeah, my dad actually used to play quarterback back in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He played strong safety and running back.
I can see that.
He was cold back in the day. I'll give him that.
Strong safety defense, right?
Yeah, defense.
I've been studying. But now you released, Lijah T, you released 2 full albums, Black Thought's Baby to the Game, which I still listen to quite frequently. You also released some singles. You released Teflon, Like Me. I like Me a lot. And collabed with the one and only Tommy OTD.
Yeah.
Now Superstar, that was it was like listening to a cartoon. Since you're here and you gave us a snippet last time, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to do your little impression. It's not really little, but it's the most common impression he does. I call it his alter ego, his pimp ego, if you will. So just so people can know what they be listening to when they listen to it.
So I gotta give y'all a little impression.
Yeah. You got 10 seconds.
Oh, I got 10 seconds.
You got 10 seconds.
Give it PG.
Nah. I done told him about them before. I gotta keep it P, baby. You know, we gotta keep this PG-13 because we can't cuss. But, you know, Tino Daddy the P, Tommy OTD, we got Papa T, we got the Chocolate Diva. We out here only talking dollars. Tino Daddy the P, I'm out.
Now imagine that if that was a radio spot.
Late night radio.
Oh my! Now, I just have to ask, where did that accent originate? I hear a little bit of Cat Williams, a little bit of Pootie Tang.
Sadate.
Honestly, it just when I first made that song Smooth, I don't know. I was just really chilling that day at the house by myself, and I was just like, you know, I'm gonna just have fun. I'm gonna be a pimp. And that's exactly what I was saying. I'm gonna be a pimp on this track, and that's it.
Now, what do you do with that? Like, I know you be in the studio, like, I know you be rocking with it, but low key, you be like, he in his own other space.
So what happened was we was in the studio, and I was like, hey, man, you remember that Tino Daddy the Tino Daddy the P persona you had? I think I got something for that, bro. Just go in there and just talk. Bro. That's it, man. Just talk on the beat, bro. He did that, and we just came up with that song, and it was just, I was like, yeah.
I mean, I will say this. What I do like about your albums and your records is they tell a story.
Right.
So whenever I listen to your music, Tommy, I feel like I'm visualizing what's going on, whatever that may be. It's very, it takes you to where you guys been through and where you guys are going. And I think that's a big factor of hip hop. And something that is unique now, unique to find. Right. It's also very rare. So that's what I do like about that. Now, your newer songs are stylized differently in a sense, but still the core of it is the same. You know, your albums prior were more like K-Dot. And I say K-Dot because everybody know K-Dot and Kendrick Lamar. Right. Those two, I call it his two egos of himself, are different, but yet one and the same. Right. But your singles are more like Neff the Pharaoh. So what was your creative approach when penning your recent rhymes?
My creative approach, it was honestly like, well, shoot, me and Pop just talked about it like a while ago. He was like, you know, if you're just gonna keep creating music, he was like, you know, just be yourself, honestly. Like, you got like creative stories to say, like, you know, do that. You got, you know, just put stories together and give people like something to really listen to, not just that, you know, happy trap BS that you listen to. Right. Because that auto-tune stuff, to me, is just drained out. Like,
no shade.
No shade. It's drained out. But I can listen to Zapp and Roger and all that because he started that stuff. But, like, I don't know. Like, this man right here, honestly, just gave me that, you know, extra, like, you know, just to, like, you know, pull something out just to really write about. So,
sometimes you need that push.
Yeah, you just need that push sometimes, honestly.
In regards to that, your flow is very different. I feel like it's very classic, but it's still very new. Like, you can listen to artists from the past, like DJ Quick, and hear remnants, but it's still not anything like you've heard before. So how do you maintain your flow while still modernizing your music? Because it's still like stuff you can bump in the club, you know, with Bay and everything.
Honestly, it's just like, you know, and that's a good one. It's just Like, you know, when we be in the studio, like, you know, you just feel that.
Yeah.
Like, you just feel the song you be setting, you be like, yeah, that one gonna be in the club. That one you can slap in the car.
Right.
It's just, you know, like, you know the outcome of your song sometimes. You can feel like, you can feel it. Sometimes you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know Poet and the Pimp was gonna do what it did.
Right. His pop is not like, right.
I never knew that was gonna do what it did, honestly. Like, you know, and everybody was like, oh, we loved how you guys just went to In and Out and just did whatever.
Yeah.
Like, did you ask for that? And I was like, no. I asked for nothing. I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission.
Oh. Okay, well,
that's
that's the quote for the day.
Right.
I know. But, like, have you ever had a moment where maybe someone else encouraged you to release something that you felt like wasn't as strong as you know it could be, but it was still a bop?
I mean, yeah, you always gonna go back and critique your work. Like, you can sit there and be like, oh, I could have did this better, or I could have changed that bar, I could have put a word right here, I could have took that out and put something in. So you always gonna go back and critique and feel like you could have done something better. So honestly, I do that about every song.
Okay. Biggest critique, man.
Yeah, you gotta be your biggest critic, and you gotta be able to accept criticism, constructive criticism, and understand that, like I said earlier, not everybody's gonna like your stuff. So you gotta accept that. Some people are gonna be like, and that's trash. Get that out of here.
Right.
And some people are gonna be like, bro, I need, man.
Yeah.
But you know, it just working.
And consistent.
Right. So you are in the midst of another project, I believe. Right. Have you released it yet? No.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's gonna be another exclusive right here in the Chocolate Diva Talk Show. No, but in all seriousness, how does your singles, because I feel like your singles are setting up for what you're going to release next. So how does your singles foreshadow your future EPs or LPs?
Well, you know, Teflon hanging from my chest. It's really just like, well, it's my personal metaphor. It's like, as long as I'm writing, you can't touch me. So I got Teflon. And that's how I feel. And it's just leading up to the whole project, which is just going to be a big old story. Nice little story to tell.
You don't want to tell too much.
Yeah, you can't say too much, but you know what I'm saying.
But how is this story? Because I feel like each album we get to know more of your inner person.
And that's what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying?
But is there going to be more vulnerability shown in this record? So since you have a lot of new music under construction, will this also parlay what we will most commonly more see in future works?
Oh yes, definitely. I'm working with DJ Official. Shout out to Official, you feel me? You know, working with my partner Mook Beats. And you know, we just getting together and just trying to find the right instrumentals and everything. And I just gotta do my part. They did their part, and I just gotta do mine now. Go in the studio and just cranking that work.
Do you ever have a moment where you're just sitting there and you churn out these songs, and then you come to a point where it's like you don't necessarily have writer's block, but you have a sense of, okay, what can I divulge next?
Oh yeah.
Because you know, some people are so vulnerable and so open, and then some people still have reserves to what degree they're gonna let that be expressed.
Oh yeah.
So definitely. Have you ever had that happen, and how do you cope with that?
Definitely. Honestly, I'd have had writer's block numerous of times. Like, shoot, he's seen it. Like, front hand, like, we'll be sitting there, we'll be like, oh, that ain't gonna work. Let's scratch that out. You know?
Right.
Let's throw that out.
Write 3 verses trying to find the right one.
Like, you literally, sometimes you'll do that. You'll write, like you said, 3 verses, 3, 4, 5 verses, and you won't even use them. Then you'll turn around and write a verse, and you'll be like, the one that you really don't be feeling confident about sometimes end up being that verse that you use. And that'd be the crazy part about it. But when I get into that little mode and I get stuck, I'll be real. I crumble that herb, like Outkast say, you know, get that cess in my chest, and I just.
Now, speaking of Outkast, I need to ask you, because it's obvious that you guys are very close friends. You basically grew up doing your, I call it the Wonder Years, together. Now, I feel like that the whole OTD family has sort of a dungeon family thing going on. Would you say that would be true?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, we all keep it close, you know, in a circle. So that's it.
And how do you inspire each other without feeling extra competitive with each other?
Well, honestly, like, if people really want to know, I really started rapping with this dude in my car. Like,
okay.
And like, people really don't, like, know that. Like, I used to take him home from practice. We'll be driving, we'll be sitting there chilling. And just started rapping. Like
on the beat. Hey, you got an instrumental, I'll be like, yup.
It'll be funny because when we first, I still got the first song that we ever made on my phone.
What's it called?
It's the ASAP. It's the ASAP Rocky Everything's Purple beat.
Oh, yeah. Everything is purple. What? Look, I know I don't got vocals, but it wasn't like that.
And the funny part is, like, we was really sitting there, and like we was like, "Hey, bro, so you gonna open up the song?" Nah, man, I don't know what to say. I was like,
okay, now that you say that, that's my favorite A$AP record. I'm gonna have to ask y'all to spit a little. I want to hear a little bit, right? I want to hear a little bit of this. I'll give you the backing vocals. I'll start you off.
I honestly forgot how that song even went. Like,
it's a chop song, which
no, I'm talking about our song. I know how to ASAP,
right?
So everything is purple swag. Everything is purple swag.
No, but seriously, if you can remember, that would be a cool flashback moment of the day. I love to hear people's old raps because it just shows growth, but it also shows like childhood.
Right.
You know, it's like the Soulja Boy dance. Right. I'm so glad we didn't have iPhones.
You know what I'm saying?
Just have fun with it.
Right. You know? But I feel like your music is still very fun. It's still very hip hop, but it's still very exclusively West Coast.
Oh yeah.
What's some East Coast beats? Which is kind of like
mixing the two,
right?
Something different.
You know what I'm saying?
Unity.
It's like that perfect Kool-Aid. You know what I'm
exactly. Now, for people who are like, "What the heck is Teflon?" Teflon is, for a short explanation, it's a really, really tough chemical. You know, we use it for a lot of our things like pots and pans and stuff like that. But it's also used to describe a person, like you said, able to withstand excessive criticism or any criticism without any affection to them. Usually it refers to presidents like Obama and Reagan, etc. Do you consider yourself to be a Teflon artist in every sense of the word?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. I didn't mean to say that. I say yes, sir, all the time. No,
yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Yes. But has there ever been a point, maybe in your earlier years, where you were learning who you were as an artist, that you weren't as necessarily as confident? And if so, how did you get to that point?
Oh yeah, I thought I was trash at first.
Yeah, how did you get to the point of Teflon? Because we could start off, you know, maybe plastic on the inside and graduate.
like I said earlier, I just like once I just stopped caring, like that's when I was like, all right, I gotta understand that it's gonna take time to get better at like playing football. Yeah, like, you know, it takes time to get better. Some people come out just boom. Some people it just take time for them to develop, and I understood that. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna just keep writing and just keep rapping and just give it 100. That's
perfect the craft, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah.
Are you a patient person at heart?
No.
His daddy was like, no.
Straight up, no, I'm not.
So how did you gain that discipline? I'm sure your father instilled a lot, because I can tell by his demeanor that he's a strong father. But how did you gain that patience to stick with it? Because some people can have talent and that patience just be like, yo, this is it. I'm not cutting it quick enough, you know?
Honestly, it's just like, you let, like, you know, time waits for nobody. So I just try to, you know, just stay busy. Just honestly, that's what I try to do, just stay busy all the time. I'm a busybody. Like, honestly, I work in Tonopah, Nevada. Then shoot, I got off Thursday night last night. Drove from Tonopah to Vegas, then from Vegas to here.
Oh snap! Man, jeez.
Road trip.
So I just stay busy. That's how, like, because I'm so impatient. That's how I learned how to gain patience, is being busy and honestly sitting in this LA traffic.
That'll give you patience.
For the past years, that'll give you a lot of patience, man, sitting in that traffic.
But I think it's cool that you have that much dedication to your craft and you understand that, like you said, it's development. Yeah. I feel like a lot of artists now, they see the hit of certain SoundCloud rappers that gain instant fame, or they think it's instant fame because of their social media, but it's like, you're like, nah, I'm just going to develop myself and get better, and I'll have more longevity in the long run. Now, I love having live performances, and I have a treat for everybody. We're going to have an exclusive live performance from Lijah T right here on the Chocolate Diva Talk Show. It's about to be litty, and let's get it.
Don't do it like that, though. You know what I'm talking about. I said I'm back in this like I never left. Just wanna head up on the youngest, so I got a Teflon hanging from my chest. Hey, Teflon hanging from my chest. Hey, I said I'm back in this thing like I never left. Youngest wanna hate up on the brother, so I got a Teflon hanging from my chest. Hey, Teflon hanging from my chest. Hey, I'm speaking basics, you speaking Spanglish. Brothers really ain't complacent, girl, I'm trying to make it. Then I jumped up on the scale and I'm just trying to break it. And then she jumped up on it, and now she trying to take it. Showing love faces, top rolling with a brother like T. I tapped a couple times and now she shake with the P. I'm rolling with my fam, so we keep it low key. I got my strap on. Oh. I'm back in this thing like I never left. Youngest when they hit up on the brother, so I got a Teflon hanging from my chest. Hey, Teflon hanging from my chest.
Hey, he kept it going though.
Back in this thing like I never left. Youngest when they hit up on the brother, so I got a Teflon hanging from my chest. Hey, Teflon hanging from my chest. Hey, I'm speaking Spanglish, you speaking basics. It's really is complacent cause we made it. Talking about some damn records, yeah, we been breaking. She want the piping, so you know she got that penetration. So let me poke it, lady. So let me stroke it and poke it. I'm trying to get up in your oceans. Deep waters trying to get up in your motions. And top, now you feeling brother like me. You slapping Golden State, rolling on the 101. I see you doing your thing, mama. Let a real brother take you out to Benihana's. And then it's back to the grind. I gotta get the dollars. Cause time waits for no man, I gotta get the squalor. And then I bang your damn line and we just back tomorrow. Yep, you know she on me to death. Cause a brother can't correct, cause old girl don't stress. But I had to put in check because that is blessed. I'm just a smooth, coming straight from the west. With the A's fitted, tatted from my stomach to chest. And I'm just walking with my brothers that be holding them texts. And yeah, my moms be praying because of get stressed. I'm trying to talk up to the holy man because I need blessed. Yes, Todd never smoking stress in the city. Now she really wanna rip me standing smooth in the pennies. Hey, now she standing smooth in the pennies. Man, it's hard getting that out sometimes.
Kept it going.
That was a live performance by Lijah T. It was lit.
You know what I'm saying?
We out here.
Actually, I forgot to say, my partner Jay hit me up, and we might be doing a little show in Atlanta in March. So
Oh, you about to bring the West Coast to the South?
we might be
Show them how we do it Cali style.
Yeah.
Yes, but I just want to say I love the support that you guys give to each other.
Yeah.
That brotherly bond is nothing like it. When I witness it, I'll be like, they are really. It's a really nice sight to see because you're MC yourself and you're MC, and a lot of times we focus on the beef. And really, hip hop is a big brotherhood and sisterhood, right? You know,
that's a lost start amongst blacks. Period, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just being there for each other and stuff like that, which, you know, a lot of these youngsters got to really understand. That's how all this stuff started.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the old writers and Biz Markie writing for all the cats he wrote for, and they would show him love and homage, you know, when they get up on the stage and say, you know, this, that, and the other. So it's cool to see these youngsters doing that. So I appreciate that.
Most definitely. And where do you think that went missing?
Man, probably a couple of decades ago, like right after, you know, the 80s and stuff and 90s, it was just mad love for everybody. Then that millennial time started to come, and then that started to change everybody. And then it was everybody for themselves, you know, because you just seen the love, like they were saying, you know, how they hang out and do stuff. And, you know, back in the day, you know, y'all too little to remember it. But when you seen Houdini and Run DMC and all these cats get on stage, you could see it. Like once one of them went off and the other one came on, it was just like, man, love. And they was hugging each other and it was cool. Right. And then after that, because I used to do security for rap concerts back then. And after that, you would just see these cats hanging out and just doing their thing. And it was just, it was just like it's a big party. You know, all the time, from the concert to everything. So that was cool.
I know. I mean, I could only imagine. I mean, you were in the golden age of hip hop, you know. But I think it's also the confidence is key. Like you said, you guys are very secure in yourself as individual artists. So you guys inspire each other and you want to be the best you can be. But it's not like I'm worried about him over there because, I mean, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You know. So the last time you were here, you classified yourself as a real underground artist and that your music was laid back hip hop with a dab of trap. Has that changed at all? Nope. All right.
We stand in that lane, like, you know, mainstream is like that's their thing, like, but you know that underground, that's what, that's me, like.
Music for your soul right there, man.
For sure. I feel like you two would be good for TDE because I feel like they have a good ear for keeping things with that underground sound and realness, but they can push it mainstream.
Man,
but you know,
we got TD out, man. They called us. I'll probably pass out.
For real.
I'll pinch myself, man.
I'll pass out. I'll probably hang up and think it's a joke. Like, man, shout out to TD.
Man, one of the best labels out there, man.
Right, all day. You know, they about to be the new age death row.
Man, without the
without the other stuff. Without the other stuff.
You see what Suge got right now? It turned out good for Suge.
But do you feel as an artist that you are evolving or maintaining?
I feel like I'm evolving. Like, you know, you can't be comfortable with plateauing. Because, like, you know, you got to wake up each day feeling like, if you feel like you're not progressing each day, then you just going to flatline. Not saying you dead or nothing, but like.
Yeah, metaphorically speaking. Yeah.
But like, you know.
Things will cease.
Yeah, things will cease. Like, you don't want that. You always want, I always want something more. Like, you know, I'm just working.
I mean, I respect that 100%. Now, in your music, you do cover a lot of social awareness topics. Like I just stated earlier, you created a Black History t-shirts for Black History Month, which can be worn whenever, y'all. But do you consider yourself a hip-hop advocate or a hip-hop activist?
Ooh, snap.
I'll say both.
Yeah. I'm about to say, I feel like it's both, you know, because, like, you know, I'm really, I don't make music for kids, but I'm for the kids. And, like, you know, I feel
that sounds like very Tupac of you.
Yeah, that's the truth. Like, I'm not going to sit here and make a you know, a kid-friendly song because, like, you know.
No kids bop here.
Yeah, there ain't no kids bop like that. That's just me, though. I'm going to give you the realizations of, you know, real-life stuff. Like, I do say the B word. I do. Because, like, you know, not every woman is that, but there are some out there. There are some men out there like that. Like, you know, and it's crazy to me how, you know, that's disrespectful to a woman. But nowadays, if you put bad in front of it, it's okay.
For some.
Yeah. No, you like, you know, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
for some, but I do
just,
see your point.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, and that's what I'm giving you. Like I said, I don't make music for kids, but I'm for the kids. I just feel like I just want them to progress because I got 4 nephews and I got a child on the way myself. So, you know, I'm just trying to set them up right so, you know, they can progress and, you know, go farther than I did. And that's just what it's about.
And I do, I want to say congratulations on the new baby on the way. You're welcome. But how can kids or young people in general extract from your music? Because sometimes people get caught up in the way it's delivered that they miss the message. So what is essentially can they extract from you and your life that can be conducive for them?
Honestly, if people took the time to really know, like, to know who I am, like, you know, I think then they'll really get the understanding. Like, you know, you have Lijah T, then you have Elijah. Like, you know, Elijah T, that's the rapper. Elijah's the, you know, everyday person that wakes up and, you know, do what I do. And so I think, like, once people really understand that, like, you know, that's my each trying to do it is just, you know, just people. What sucks about it is, like, you know, you have to promote it through social media. Like, back then, like, I did, like, with my first project, I did what they did back in the day. I sold my CDs out the trunk. And it was dope. People like that. But people really like that social media presence. So that's what I've been trying to convert over to that new age because that's what they want to see. They're like, oh, okay, it's cool that you're trying to be about the community, for the community, da. What's your social media like? How many people following you?
Yeah.
How many people really, like, reacted to it? How many people really DM? Like, and so that's how I've been trying to do it. Like, you know, and it's hard for me to do it because I feel like it's BS to me because, like, why should the amount of followers matter to what I'm really trying to do? Yeah. And that's what people don't really catch on, but that's the Achilles heel right now.
I mean, that's like, a double-edged sword. It could be great for some people, but I think when you have more of a message that can be delivered interpersonally, I feel like you can't always convey that through social media because people just see the highlights.
Yeah, the highlight. Yeah. Like, you know, I personally know some IG models and IG famous people that live that persona. Yeah. Man, they broke as a joke. Real life. They broke as a joke. And that's why I don't like it. Like, because it's like, you live in a double life. You showing people that you think you got all this money, but
Right.
Like,
Exactly. Exactly. People, I feel like the world is a funny place. I feel like in our generation, people judge you by how much other people like you.
Yeah.
And it's always been that way, I guess, the popular kids and the popular people in the world. But I think it's just more intensified because now we see it displayed to us.
Yeah, it's displayed.
You know? But however you can get out your message is good. Whichever way you can is the best way. Now it is time for my most fun part of the show, games, because I like games. I'm a sucker for games.
I'm competitive.
And since it is Black History Month and you all for Black power and people, as well as all people of all backgrounds, I want to do some hip hop trivia, the Black History edition.
I think I know more than this dude. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Now, if I would have known everybody was coming, I would have more questions, but anybody can hop in, but I'm going to ask Lijah T exclusively. So this one is going to be easy. I'm sure everybody know this, or you should after seeing the movie. All right. What year did NWA form?
What was that? 80. Nah.
Go ahead. I
think
know
it was like 86 or something like that. Oh, that was right?
Dang, yeah. He was looking at my face, and he was like, she trying to trick me. I'm like, no.
I was hoping you said the right answer.
So he was looking like, bro, you need to know this. Yeah. Even his father was like, now you know. Okay, so what was the first hip-hop song ever recorded? You got to give the name and the group.
Ooh.
Oh, snap.
Well, that got me.
Yeah, first I could take a guess.
Africa Bambaataa, and you going way back.
Oh, yeah.
And you said ever recorded, right?
Yeah, recorded.
Run DMC?
No, that's the 80s. Shoot.
And I know Sugar Hill Gang was the first one to sell the most records.
Yeah, Rapper's Delight.
Yeah. Treacherous 3, no.
I'm not in this one.
Funky 4 plus one more. You got me on that one.
Yeah, I don't know that one, man.
Actually, you named it. Yeah, no, actually, Sugar Hill Gang. Actually, that's correct.
Rapper's Delight?
Yeah, that was actually the first one to be recorded.
Okay, see, that's why I said I knew that. So
yeah, he had it too. I was like, yeah. All right. I was gonna hope if somebody would sing it out. Oh, okay. So
I
this.
heard that song. I knew we was cleaning the house.
That was your clean house day song.
Well, you know, if you played that song, you got 15 minutes of workout. So, that song is like 15 minutes long.
14 minutes and 7 seconds.
Okay. So this one is for the ladies because, you know, you got to have some ladies in hip hop for Black History. So first female rapper to ever go platinum. Now I'm going to give you a multiple choice. All right. Was it Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Queen Latifah, or Da Brat?
I feel like
remember the first girl to go platinum.
I know So Funktified went platinum. Queen?
Yeah.
Is it Queen Latifah?
You had her. It was Da Brat.
Oh.
Stop looking at my face. I'm not gonna give it away. He had it, and then he looked at me. He was like, "Nah." Dang. Okay, so far you got. I'm gonna give you 2 because he did name Sugar Hill Gang. Okay. So you got 2. All right, last one for the win. Now this is a 2-part question, so listen closely. All right. What Southern DJ is remembered as transforming remixes by chopping records and slowing them down? DJ. And what's the name of the style of music? Was it Chop Suey, DJ Envy, Chopped Masters, DJ Khaled, Screw Music, DJ Screw, or Chopped and Screw, DJ Cut Creator?
DJ Screw. I knew that one.
He put me on that.
Exactly. I love Chopped and Screw music. So thank you for playing my hip hop trivia game, and thank you for all rolling through. It was a fun show. You guys are welcome back anytime. Best of luck to you in your endeavors as well.
You already know. I need everybody, to tune in to Baby to the Game. You feel me? Go out there and get that. It's on every platform and all my little singles. And like I said, we're working on a project right now called Lijah. We already got, little stuff in the work, and, everybody just be prepared for that. You feel me, though?
Yeah.
That's about to be dope. And how can everybody find you lovely men?
Oh, shoot. Instagram at Lijah Turner. You feel me? My Twitter is at GoLijah, GeauxLijah. Where you at, Tommy?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram _TheRealArrington. Arrington as in ARRINGTON. And on SoundCloud at Only Talk Dollars Entertainment.
Yeah.
And you can't find me because I'm getting ready to retire.
He's like, don't look for me, don't send for me, I'm out.
Don't call me, don't talk to me, I don't want to hear nothing. I'm behind the scenes.
Right. It's like, I'm about to be low key. I'm good. I'm good, love and joy.
I'm just a proud papa.
Yeah, man, you know, it's cool to bring my pops out here, you know.
I think it's
Got
nice.
to show them a glimpse of, like, you know, the stuff I get to do. And, you know, hopefully we're going to the studio tomorrow, so we're going to see if
You gonna have him hop on the track? He make a bomb intro.
They probably could do that, you know, spit some He been sitting there telling me, he's like, man, you know, I got some bars I've been writing. And the funny part is, I found this.
This is the truth. Now.
This is the truth. I found a notepad. It was like from when he played back in high school. Like off. This is 84, 85. It's a full sheet. He rapping. It's a full.
Is it the bloodline?
Yeah, man, it's in the bloodline. You feel me?
That's classic. Classic right there.
Oh my gosh! So I have to ask you, what was your favorite hip hop song coming up?
Mine? I got a couple.
Top 3. I'm gonna give you top 3.
Top 3 Houdini Funky Beat. I gotta go with. See, it's kind of hard because I like the new kind of stuff too. But I go Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight.
Okay.
And then, because this is my son, I'm going to go Pour in the Pimp, my third.
Hey. But I was going to say, one of his favorite songs of all time is G'd Up by the Eastsiders.
It is. It is.
That's like one of my dad's favorite songs too.
Like, you understand? Like, we used to literally roll in the Elko, and as soon as you hear the boom, like as soon as you would hear that, I knew it was coming on. And then like the song would end, he'll play it back.
He had it on loop.
And the funny thing is, I went to work playing that the other day. I came through the front gate. And that's what I was playing.
That's his cut. I'm still gangster because it just lives in me. And when I see
That's right.
Gosh, I can't. Oh my gosh, but it's great that you have so much support from friends and family.
Oh, yeah.
So as always, you can find me on Instagram at Simply the Chocolate Diva, or you can find me on Twitter at Angelica CC Diva. And now you can find me on Apple Podcasts. Just chop. You got me thinking about screw music now. Just type in the Chocolate Diva on Apple Podcasts. It'll come up. We're gonna get out of here with one of my favorites from Lijah T, Like Me. It was a great show, and y'all have a happy weekend. And this has been the Chocolate Diva Talk Show.
Yeah, I want a nigga like me, guess why I want a nigga like me? Like me? Like me? Nigga like me. Like me? Hey. Yeah, I want a nigga like me, catch vibes with a nigga like me, like me, like me. Come smoke with a nigga like me, come choke with a nigga like me, like me, like me. Yeah, I want a nigga like me, catch vibes with a nigga like me, like me, like me. Come smoke with a nigga like me, come choke with a nigga like me, like me, like me.